Hi up everybody. Okay, we've got some changes, as you've probably already gathered by this. I've taken the mount for the phone off of there and I put it into the centre. The reason for that is I realised if it chucks it down with rain, that's just going to be in the open, and what will happen then is obviously my phone's going to get very wet, whereas here with a bit of luck it'll be protected by the screen. That's my thoughts on it. Not saying that's what's going to happen, but that's my thoughts on it. So yeah, so that's the first change. Second change is we've invested in the GoPro 12. So today's footage will be taken from the GoPro 12, and to be perfectly honest with you, just for setting up purposes it seems a lot easier. Having said that, this is the first time we're using it, so we'll see how that all pans out. But at the moment, yeah, GoPro 12. Let's see how that goes. What I was finding was the footage I was getting from the GoPro 10, and I've noticed a lot of other people using it on YouTube get the same thing. And that's where everything gets fuzzy. If you look at some of my videos, you know what I mean. The background seems to seems to be struggling to focus in and out. Now they assure me that this has been changed. The stabilisation on the GoPro 12 is much better. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We'll find that out on this video. But there are a lot more settings on it, a lot more things to play around with, which for a numpty like me isn't always good. But there you go. So what are we doing today? Today we are, summer gear. We're in summer gear. We're in jeans and me baseball boot type motorcycle boots and my padded fleece. We went out and we bought fleeces that have got protection in them. Not quite sure I'm ready for the padded fleece yet, but there you go. We're giving it a try anyway. But it all feels very light and airy and very nice. So, apologies for no videos being up for the last couple of weeks. However, weather hasn't been great, and I've tended to not back up lots of footage from the past, which I know a lot of people do, and then they just bring a video out. And maybe I need to start doing that to make sure you get one a week. I'm not promising, but that's what we're going to try and do. So yeah, so we're out today, and it looks like we just waited long enough to come out for the sun to go in. Obviously Tez on the back. And yeah, just going to enjoy the day. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do our Bourne run, or we're going to attempt to do our Bourne run. And that will take us all the way into Bourne. Hopefully I've got enough fuel to get to Bourne, which I should have. Turn the music down a little bit. Much preferring this setup. That was a bit, my OCD didn't like it very much. Hope you're all well. Well, we're here now, it's bike season, no excuses. You should have all at least been out and bought your bikes out of the garage and taken them for their yearly MOTs. Got them all insured and taxed at the beginning of this month. So as far as I'm concerned, we're 14 days in. And guess what? Well, for me anyway, the weather's not been great. Every day I've had off has just absolutely chucked it down, which, as you know, I don't mind going out if the weather's nice but it's a bit chilly or whatever, but I'm not going out in the rain. The farmer's been out and sorted his fields out. Like I say, I hope we find you all well and all raring to go. I keep watching, I've got the name now, I'll tell you next time. I found a new YouTube channel where they're just doing tours. The guys live in Sweden, and they just do, that's what their biking's all about. They work and then they go and do tours and take you all over Sweden, Italy. I've been watching a few of theirs, been up to Norway, and very, very good, very impressive. Going to try and patch Teresa through at some point, and see if we can get what Teresa says to come through onto the camera, so that she can have her little say as well, because she has got a lot to say, bless her. And it'd be nice if we can just get her viewing point on things and on the rides, because she loves being on the back. She gets really excited, but obviously you don't hear any of that. So, and also hopefully we can have conversations as well. But the intercoms we bought don't seem to be working absolutely brilliantly. I've got to have a look at the book and see if there's any settings that I've missed out on and things like that. If not, then obviously we're going to have to probably invest in a more expensive set. But Teapot has, bless him, he's put a video on of how to link your comms up with your GoPro. It's just a couple of cables really. So we'll see if we can pick those cables up, and we'll link up and see what happens. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I've seen other ways of doing it where they Bluetooth mic, you both got a Bluetooth mic on, but then without the comms I wouldn't be able to hear what Teresa's saying, so obviously I wouldn't be able to give her a chat, and I wouldn't know what she's talking about and so what to answer to. So that's something else we're going to look into in the future, so you guys can listen to what Teresa says. The last couple of videos done okay, and they've got some good comments on them. I was sad to hear that one of the guys with the GT, his wife finds it very difficult on the bike, says it's very uncomfortable. I think they had an MT9 before and she much preferred the MT9. However, he said that the riding seat is more comfortable on this. So whether or not he's seen other videos or not, but there are actually more comfort seats you can buy, or there's just paddeds that you can put on, so maybe it might be worth having a look and investing in that. The only other thing that I can say is, believe it or not, and maybe I shouldn't really put this out there, but we wear cycling shorts, and it makes such a difference. It stops your underwear sort of going into places it shouldn't go and giving you quite nasty pain. So yeah, that's where we are at the minute. Nice little scooter. I love it when this sun's just drifting through trees. Everything's really becoming green now. Just get the feeling that nicer things, nicer weather's on the way. Greenup's busy. Lots of bikes. Lots and lots and lots and lots of bikes. Another thing is, Teresa has got her camera with her that she's charged up, and she's not afraid to use it. When we went over to France, she did all that with us. She took all the photos, because obviously when we went over to France we didn't have the GoPro or any sort of camera footage, which is such a shame because I wish we did. I really did. This GoPro system or onboard camera system is absolutely fantastic. I love it. I absolutely love it, because I can watch back at rides that I've done and see where we were and where we went, and oh yeah, I forgot about that, and oh, I didn't see that. It's such a game changer for me for motorcycling. I mean, I don't know how many years I've got left to be able to do this. All I do know is all those videos on YouTube, I sit and watch them myself, and I'm just I'm back here. I'm in the saddle. I'm with you guys, and I'm sat here and I'm riding the bike with you, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Right, so what we're basically going to do is, this bit's a bit Same old, like I say, you've all been with us on this road many times. You know, we've done a few jump offs and things, and I'm going to try and find, I'm basically heading down to Gunthorpe. So what I could have done was just gone down the A60, but that's really boring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and make my way through this way, drop down into Southwell and go that way. That's the plan, and we'll see what happens. So we're on Eakreen Road. I think this is Eakreen anyway. Oh, pole, flagpole. And let's take you down here for a few of a ride. A few of a ride? A bit of a ride. We've joined one of the Bourne Motorcycle Club, and on Facebook. So I'm hoping that they'll enjoy this video to see where we go to come down to them. We do tend to go through Bourne quite a lot because the country lanes and everything are brilliant. You know, as you're going through Harby and everywhere like that, absolutely lovely. So we'll be taking you through those today. And how much of it is going to make it to the cut, I don't know. If any of it, because obviously the camera, we don't know how good or bad it's going to be. Or we might do it in like 2 episodes. All to be revealed. Anyway, Nationals. Auntie, but if you're watching this, I'd love you to watch one of my videos. Make some rudely comments of what I'm doing wrong, because I must admit I really enjoy his. All the people I watch, it's funny, it's very funny actually. I actually watched the video the other day, and basically they were, I've just had a jab off Teresa because she's seen this bend, or she's seen them, that's what it is. Well done, kid. She knows that means mud on the road. See what I mean? I'd like to bring her in and introduce her. Anyway, going back to what I was saying, I watched a video the other day, and it was the Missenden Flyer, Teapot, Richie Vida, and there was a couple of others, but I don't really know them, not really looked at their channels. And basically Missenden Flyer does flying, so they were decided that we're going to do like a miniature Top Gear race, and the bikes were going to go to a certain place, and then the plane was going to fly there, and it was just see who could get there first. And it was almost in true Top Gear style, because they were doing the checks on the plane and then found out something was wrong, and it took them a while to get it all sorted out. Anyway, I can't remember which one it was, but if I do, I'll try and put a link up. That, I thought, well, the guys that I like watching seem to be sort of kind of getting together, and yeah, I was well impressed. Very impressed, in fact. So what I'm trying to do here is I would normally drop down and do the Fiskerton run, the Fiskerton Road, go all along the river and drop down into Lowdham and then cut through to Gunthorpe. However, I can't do that because the road is absolutely horrendous. It's full of bumps, it's full of mud, and it's just not funny. It's full of water as well, massive great puddles in it. Well, I say massive great puddles, I mean, to me anything the puddle that comes out to the water line is massive. To other people it might just not be anything. So yeah, so I can't really do that. I don't want to do it. It's not I can't, I don't want to. It used to be one of my favourite roads, and until they sort it out, I won't be going down there again. Okay, so we're coming into Eakreen now. A lot of cyclists out today. Noticed that from earlier. I had to just nip out, and there was massive bunches of them. I did actually inquire about going on one of Teapot's tours. He goes to Pecos a lot. I know Richie Vida does them as well. However, Richie likes doing a lot of off-road stuff, and I have absolutely no interest in that at all whatsoever. It's not even something I would consider. So that one won't be for me. So anyway, I inquired at Teapot, but basically he is fully booked now for, definitely for this year anyway. Maplebeck. Well, you and me and everybody else watching this video, I have never been up here, and if you haven't either, then welcome. We're on our way to Maplebeck, which I've no idea. I said there'd be another turn in, didn't I? There always is. It's when you come up here and you suddenly find it's unmade. We did one road. We were going to Filey. We're having a ride up to Filey, and okay, this is Maplebeck. Yeah, we had a ride up to Filey, and we went up this road, and there was green grass all down the middle of the road. I don't know if we were actually on a road or somebody's drive. But to say the least, it was quite amusing. Wait, this has got a bit of green in the middle, but no, it's properly looked like a lawn. Again, you know, I'm literally not far from home, and we've got this. Beautiful houses, lovely little village. Wow. Oh yeah, thank you to the guy that said that you can adjust the headlights easily. Tells you in the manual how to do it. I haven't done it yet, but I didn't realise that that was a thing. Guess what? Typical man, didn't read the manual. I read some of it. Yeah, to do with the electronics and everything. Oh, I do love this bike. I absolutely love it. Well, I'm not sure. Well, where are we? I think we're back on that road we've just come off. Soon know if we catch up. I'll soon know if we catch up that caravan. But that's what it's all about, finding roads. I suppose that would have been a good way to turn around. I'm not 100% sure. This could be a completely different road. But it's the road to Cornton. So we've been to Maplebeck and now we're on our way to Cornton. Thanks for all the comments on the My Route app. It's an absolute stunning app. It's absolutely brilliant. Beautiful countryside. Even like look at the old farmhouses up there, big old farmhouse. I always wonder what they're doing, what's going through their mind. I know they're probably working because obviously they're farmers, but what their life's like. Mind you, I've had a bit of an insight to it with Jeremy Clarkson, haven't we, with his farm. And as much as they made it fairly comical and everything, it's obviously a very, very hard career to be in. I love this. I absolutely love it. I think that's that caravan up there. I think we just come back out onto the main road. However, if we have, there's a right turn just further down that will take us to Southwell or Southwell, wherever you're from. But they call it Southwell Minster, don't they? They don't call it Southwell Minster. So I don't know. Stick it in the comments. Is it Southwell? Is it Southwell? anything you want to call it. Of course it's Sunday today, isn't it? Cornson's down there, it's a nice little village to ride through. We're not going that way today. It's a nice little place. I do believe this is my turning I actually meant to take. I'm taking it anyway. I think this one is the southern one. Well, this fleece is doing well. Beautiful bike, absolutely beautiful. Lovely house there. Yeah, it's I enjoyed that. Nice to have a bit on the side of the tyre instead of just using the middle bit. I have actually brought you guys down here before. Well, I think it was on my Jits 1000 then. You know how I said at the beginning of this video that this was going to be the boring bit? I'm going to take that back, because I'm going down roads that I haven't been down for a very long time, and yeah, it's lovely, absolutely lovely. Bend after all that. Presuming this one is though, with a slow down bit. Oh, run! Oh, poor little pheasant, he was determined. Oh, this lays in, it's gorgeous. Of course, as you all know, everybody, she's running, I don't have to sit thinking about it, I don't have to keep looking at the revs, even though I still probably haven't gone above the revs I was allowed to do. Yeah, she's all in. Right then, we are coming into the back end of Southwell. When we're going through here, if you look on your left, see, I could go down there towards Fiskerton. Again, that's one of my favourite roads. Look how beautiful this town is. It's like it could be abroad. Absolutely stunning. I love the buildings and everything. This was actually quite a suppressed place. If we'd have turned left where we just turned right, that's where the workhouse is, and you can go and see. Well, it's still set up. I think it's one of these. Oh, I forgot what they call them now. Thank you. Trust places. And you can actually go and see, and it takes you through the ages of how it used to be, even down to the fact that somebody was living in there in the 70s. They were put in there with, I don't know, it was protection or something like that. Wow, I do hope this camera's working, because this is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Southwell, Southwell, whatever you want to call it, in the sunshine. Look at that minster. And it's beautiful inside. And you can walk around in there. We went in there one day. As you all know, I'm a bit partial to my buildings, but we went in there one day, and they were rehearsing carol service. So what a treat we had. Unfortunately, we did have a camera, and then we were told to turn it off. Okay, there's a pub just back there. No dear, I forgot he's a car. He can't get through, can he? This is the other side of the minster. I can't get my head round far enough. What a beautiful town, little village. I suppose it's just town. It's not, no, I don't know. Let's go back a bit further. The Reindeer pub used to have a lovely log fire in there at one time. Okay. Yeah, it's got to be a town. They've got a leisure centre and everything. What does it take to be a town? Is it a church or a cathedral or something? I don't know. All I can say is lovely. The roads are still crap though. Right, everyone. So yeah, there's the leisure centre in there. Busy as well. Right, we're now coming out of Southwell on our way to Thurgerton, and I think it's just called Thurgerton. I don't think it's called anything else other than Thurgerton. For any of you who used to do cycling in Nottingham, just at the top of Thurgerton Hill was the start of the 25-mile race time trial. Oh, I'm really going back to nostalgic places now, aren't I? What am I doing? This is what my bike does for me. It takes me back. Absolutely. I'll show you exactly where we used to start the race. It was a time trial. There used to be about 120 of us. Used to start. 5s and 10s with the quicker lads, and the rest of us filled it up. Hallorton. Again, these roads around here, if you ever get around here, just turn off. Absolutely, just turn off. Just go and play. Because they are stunning. You find lots and lots of villages, lots and lots of pubs, loads of places for a coffee, or, you know, all the pubs seem to do coffees now, so, you know, it's not a problem. Lots of roads like this. Some of them are quite gnarly and small. If you turn left here, you go down to Bleasby, that takes you to the other side of Fiskerton, you know, this side. As if we've got, oh, look at this. Lovely old car there. I love seeing people's hobbies. I love seeing people enjoying themselves. There's nothing better than people having fun and enjoying themselves, doing what they love to do. Whether that be an old, you know, car or a bike, or normal new bike, or doing a tour or skiing or golf or whatever it is, there's nothing better. Like golf is so frustrating. There's nothing better than seeing people having fun. Not enough of it in this world now. There's too many people trying to stop us from doing it. It's not necessary. Leave us alone. Wow, look at that. Look at the views. There's a word I can't stand. Vista. Whoever came up with Vista for a view? First time I heard it was what's it, Cole on his motorcycle tours. Look at this. I hadn't got a Scooby-Doo what it was on about. What's he on about? Vista? What's a Vista? I thought it was some sort of animal. And then as time went on I realised, okay guys, this is where we used to start the 25-mile race. We used to get pushed off just here. And then you'd absolutely gun it. There's a nice pub down here called the Red Lion. By the way, if you hadn't already guessed, this is Thurgerton. Red Lion pub, really nice for food, lovely place, well worth a check out. And this is the road we normally come out of when we're going through Fiskerton. We come out this way, out through Bleasby and that way. But like I said, the road's not very good, so I'm not using it until I sort it. Well, I think we found another way now. Now if you turn left down there, that takes you all the back way through Hoveringham and again little gnarly roads. But I think we need to crack on a little bit now because we're never ever going to get to where we want to be. That is also another nice road. There is a Hoveringham industrial area down there, but they've still got, or they did have last time I went down there, they've still got a level crossing that's manned. So when the train's coming, the little man has to, well I say a little man, it might not be little, but a man has to come out and close the gates. Okay, back up to Nationals again. I think I'm sweating. I've got two windproofers on a t-shirt and this new fleece, and I actually think I'm sweating. Right, this road to the right here, that'll take you down to Gonalston and Epperstone. Epperston's the other side. Gonalston again, little tiny gnarly road, really good, but there used to be a police headquarters down there. And they used to do a silly thing like take us down there to see how much alcohol we could consume before we actually blew on the breathalyzer, but we failed it. And I have to say it wasn't much. It taught me, because at that time I was only young and we were all like, oh, you could have 2 pints. Yeah, well it turns out I can't. Other people can, but I couldn't. By pints and a quarter and I blew it. Failed it. And they left me for just over an hour and I still failed it. So all this about have your last pint and then leave an hour later, nah, don't work. The thing is, it's like they explained, alcohol has to get into your system before it can come out. Okay. Right, we're just coming into the back end of Lowdham now, and this next bit is going to be quite laborious, just because it's a 40-mile-an-hour main road, and it's obviously down to the fact that, you know, there's been a lot of accidents on there, and so they've just cut it down and they put cameras up, so we will obey. Now that little road I told you that you can go down, go through Hoveringham and around the back way and along the river and everything through little gnarly roads. Not been in here for a long time, Magna Carta. Well, that road, it comes out here, so it'll come out here, but if I was using it today I'd have turned left and I'd have come out just over the bridge. There's a pub in there called the Railway Inn. My dad used to play the organ in there on a Saturday night. Absolutely loved him in there.